Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be sharing how I created my portfolio just by copying and pasting, no coding. You're going to be using by using existing template. As you can see, for me, I would say portfolio is a compilation of your projects which shows your skills and your experience. So as a data analyst, this is my portfolio. This is just some personal projects. This is not using any company's data or the data I got away from the internet. As you can see, I have projects on Python, SQL, Excel, Power BI, Tableau. So this just showcase what I can do, my experience, my skills. So this is what I'm going to be showing you and how I did this without coding or anything. Now let's get started. So you're going to be needing Visual Studio. You're going to be needing Visual Studio, like Visual Studio Code. This is what we'll be copying and pasting our codes. And next, you're going to be needing GitHub. If you don't have an account already, I think I have a video on how to create a GitHub or a GitHub account. Next, you're going to be needing Git Bash. Git Bash, yes. Git Bash is a middleman. This will push all your project from VS Code to your portfolio websites. You know, our websites, but we are hosting our website on GitHub or GitHub, as you can say. Before we go further, I must say that you must have what I just want to say is have where you already have the completed projects, in either your Medium or whatever, or even in your Word document. Just have the full project. So all you have to be doing is copying and pasting, you know. So next is to download our template. Now let's go download our template. So for our template, we're going to be downloading from html5up.net. I'm going to put this website in the description box below. So on this, you can see we have different templates to pick from. As you can see, you have so many templates to pick from how you want people to see your website, your portfolio website. So this is mine. Sorry. So this is what I'll be using for today's class massively. So I'm using massively because that is what I use in my portfolio, for my portfolio rather. So let's download it. So it's downloading massively. So once it downloads, I think it comes with a zip folder, and then you can now then unzip it. Just click on that. So let's So now let's unzip our downloaded folders. You can see HTML5 up here massively. So we want to extract all. So to extract all, I want to change this name to Learn with UD so that it will match up the name of our portfolio name. So I'm going to change this to Learn with UD. Learn with UD. So now I've changed the name to Learn with UD. Instead of it's coming with the default name, and I want it to be in download. Being in download is fine by me. Then extract. So in my Learn with UD extracting now. My massively folder is extracting now. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. So this is my folder now. This is my massively folder. After we've downloaded it, you can now delete the README and the license, like the notepad, the text documents. We don't need them. So just delete it off. We don't need those two items. And now we are good to go. So that's our template is ready. So now let's get into our VS Code. If you've not downloaded your VS Code, you can just go into Google and download your VS Code. It's free. Download your VS Code and your Git Bash. They're both free softwares. So I've already downloaded this. Just type VS Code. So this is our VS Code. I wanted it to when you install it, it's going to ask you, do you want it to be in dark mode or light mode, depending on you. So now we're in our VS Code. Now we're in our VS Code. So next we are go to File. Then we're going to go to New Folder. That is Open New Folder. Now you pick the name of you pick that your templates folder. So my template folder, remember, is in download and it is Learn with UD. So I pick it and I say select folder. So yes, I trust these authors. So I pick index. So all our editing is going to be done here. So this is This is our back end. So all our editing, it's going to be done here. So let me run this because it gives you preview as you're working. So let's run so that we see how the preview looks like before we even start editing. So you go to run and you run without debugging. So I say run in Chrome. So you can pick your browser, the browser that you want. So Chrome is popping up. It's going to show us what it looks like now. So this is our massively. So this is what it looks like. So as you can see, it matches up with what I had here. So this is my own portfolio. As you can see, I use massively. So this is how it came up. So now let's go back. So this is us now. So next, now that we've seen the preview of how our massively looks like, now let's change this tab. This tab shows massively by HTML5 up. Let's change it to Learn with UD. Or you can change yours to so let's change Learn with UD portfolio so that when anybody opens your portfolio, it's going to show the person's name. So you can put Charles Rigg portfolio or something, whatever you want your tab to look like. So mine, I'll just change it to Learn with UD portfolio. So we're going back to VS Code to change the title. So you go to VS Code, this is title. We remove this. So remove this, delete. Learn with UD. You can space it out if you want. Portfolio. So when you've written what you want, just Control S to save it, and you go to your preview Chrome, remember? Then you refresh it, and you can see Learn with UD portfolio. So your tab has changed. So anyone I send this link to, by the time I push it out, when this link becomes live, when they open my portfolio, they're going to see Learn with UD portfolio. So let's get on. So that is how to change your Learn with UD portfolio. So next we are going to be copying our all the pictures that we need for that we're going to be needing to be attaching on each project. So these are where the images are. So you can see we have default images here. So what you're going to do is, so I think I have two projects that I'm going to put on board. So the first one, let me just put the first picture in. So I'm going to put in my pizza dataset, but I'm not going to put the picture here. So you go back to your where you downloaded the template. So my template is in my download. My template folder rather is in my download. So this is my template folder. So this is images. So on these images, you bring in the image that you need for the project. So you need to put it in this image folder. So I am going to bring in my pizza image because I'm going to be using it. Let me just Control C it so that it'll be fast. Then I go to Learn with UD and I go to images. Then I Control V it to paste it here. So when I Control V it, as you can see, it comes in here. So whatever you put in your image appears in your VS Code automatically. Then I just minimize that. Then next we go further. So that's that. We've done that, and we start editing. Best way to edit here is to go to your preview. When you go to your preview, you're saying this is massively, right? So you now go to VS Code, you go to your VS Code and you look for this is massively. So this is massively. Then you change this to your name. You can change this to, so I am going to change, this BR means page break. So this is massive, massively should be under, as you can see, massively is under. So the BR means page break or next line. So if you don't want it, you can delete it off. So I'm just going to put Learn with UD here. Learn with UD. So that's Learn with UD. I don't want next page break, or I don't want next line break. So I remove it off. Then I Control S it, and then I go to my preview. I refresh it. As you can see, Learn with UD. So because I didn't space it, my Learn with UD is one word. If you want your own to be spaced, you can space it. So next I'm going to look for a free, fully, blah, 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 up to here, up to license. And I'm going to replace this maybe with about me. So you go back to your VS Code and you look for a free up to license and you edit that. So that is how to edit. So you come here, this is the a free and it's up to license. As you can see, it's having a break in between. So you can see it's having breaks in between. So you remove it. Let's remove it up to the break. Please be careful so that you don't delete any code. You have to be super careful so that you try not to delete any code. I think we should just start from here. So I delete here. I'll just say a YouTuber. So that is what I put there, a YouTuber. These are links. So, but I don't need the links now. You can decide to put maybe links to your Medium here, but I'll show you how to put the links. But for here, you don't really need the links here. So I'm going to remove here up to, where's the license? Up to the license. So I'm going to, this is starting by at P, so I'm going to stop at this P. So let's say a YouTuber, or I can just do a YouTuber. Let's Control Z that. Move that, delete. Delete. So I'll leave the page break. So for my page break, so let me replace this as a data analyst. You can just put you're about to, because this is, I'll show you mine. I didn't really use the page break here because when I started it was so short. So as time goes on, I've not updated my portfolio for some time now. Analyst. So that is my page break. Then I can now remove up to here. Okay, so let's Control S8 and see how that looks like. So when you Control S8, you come to your portfolio, you refresh it, and you see how, as you can see, a YouTuber, a data analyst. So you can write your about. You know how your about is on LinkedIn and your CV. You can just copy your about and just paste it here. You can see because of the page, did I say page break? Because of the break in sentence, now I have a YouTuber, a data analyst. If you want it in one word, you go back to your VS Code and you remove the BR. The BR means sentence break. I think that's the word, sentence break. So let's go for that. As I said, anywhere you see a word, like now, the next is massively. So we'll look for massively. Please just follow it accordingly. Don't rush it. Don't So the continue, let's see where there's continue. We have continue. So majorly anywhere that you see white, okay. So I think this is our continue. I think we'll just leave that. Continue. Now we're looking for massively. So this is the massively. On the massively, you can now put my portfolio, or you can remove it, or my projects. Better still, let's put my projects. So if you have a link here, you can put in here. So let's put in the GitHub link here. Let's see how it is. So let's go back and put in the GitHub link here. So let's get the, so I copy this, I go to the VS Code and I paste it there, Control V. Now let's save that, Control S. Let's come here and refresh that. So now you can see my projects, and we'll click on the my projects. When you click on the my project, it takes you to your project. So because we've linked it already. So let's go back. Now this preview, you can't send out this preview. Only you can see your preview until you host your portfolio. Please don't just stop here in editing. Just hold on until we host it. Only you can have access to this preview. So next, we're going to look for, this is massively, this is generic page elements. Now let me just see what I used in mine quickly. So for mine, so I said project GitHub LinkedIn. So let's use that project GitHub LinkedIn. We don't need that. So this is the index generic elements. So this is generic element, this is generic, this is element, this is massively. Go back to VS Code. Hope I'm not confusing you. Please don't be. So this is massively. We can say this is these are where you want people to reach you, or these are your projects. So for you, my Medium, I don't have a Medium account. So most of my projects are in GitHub. So I can say GitHub. So you can say GitHub, then you put in the GitHub link here. Then you can say, what again did I use here? Okay, I use all the projects, GitHub. You can use Medium, GitHub, LinkedIn. So let's use GitHub twice here. So I don't have LinkedIn for Learn with UD, so I'm going to leave that for now. I can put YouTube. So let me put YouTube here. YouTube. So let me just leave it here. You can decide to put whatever link. I hope you're getting the idea of what I'm doing. Please, if you're not, please let me know. Let me know in the comment section. I feel like I'm taking a class. If you're not, please let me know in the comment section where you are stuck. If we need to do a live concerning this for more better understanding. So next we are going to refresh our preview to see how that looks like. So preview. Hey preview. I didn't save it. So let's go back to save. Control S. I think it's saved now. Let's refresh again. Okay, see. So now we have to GitHub, YouTube. So if you click on the GitHub, it takes you to my GitHub link. And now we have the logos. And let's see how to get the logos in. So these are the icons. Now they said Twitter. So if you have a Twitter account, you put it there. Facebook, Instagram, GitHub. So whichever one applies to you. If you don't want this, you can delete it off. So please, how you can delete this stuff is if you want to delete any line that you don't want, you can see this is starting from a UL and ending with a UL. So if you don't want all this, you delete them inside the UL. As you can see, you leave the UL, delete, save, go back to your stuff. As you can see, they're all gone. So if you don't want a particular stuff, or if you don't want a particular item or stuff, you can look for where the opening bracket is and where the closing bracket is and delete everything inside the brackets. So this one, I moved this off because I don't have a Twitter account for Learn with UD. But on my own projects, on my own, I have GitHub and LinkedIn. Is this LinkedIn or this Instagram? I think GitHub and Instagram, or GitHub and LinkedIn. So I left this two. I'm not a really social media person. So for my own personal, it's only GitHub and LinkedIn that I'm used to. I think I made a mistake with this logo. So that's it. So if you don't want anything, you can delete it off or you can leave it. So let me just Control Z that. And if you mistakenly delete, you can always Control Z it. So where you have this icon brand Twitter, where you have this href means that you should impute your links. So impute your links where you have those href. So impute all your links, and this place gives you the Twitter icon. So if you want to change this to LinkedIn, you can change it to LinkedIn, and let's try and change this to LinkedIn and see. Do we have LinkedIn here? LinkedIn, Control S to save it. LinkedIn is our first. Let's go to our preview and see how that comes out. So you can see it has given you the LinkedIn logo. So let's move ahead. We've spent more time there. So for here, I will leave it. So if you don't need anything here, you can delete it off. So let's go to the main project now. As you can see, like I said, to guide you on this, you need to check what is, so the first thing here is the dates. So most of the time I remove the dates because before anybody will use it as a benchmark that maybe you didn't do any projects, personal project for the past 2 months. So I always advise remove the dates. Remove the dates. Like for me, I don't have dates. Nobody will come and say I didn't do projects, personal projects this year or for the past 3 months. So you remove the dates. So for the date, you can just remove it off. You can just remove this pan to pan. So I remove this pan to pan and I control assets and I go to up here. So you can see my date is off and this is a massively headline. So this is where we're going to be editing. So what's the title of your first? This is the first project. Let's get faster. So what's the title of your first project? So this is a massively headline. So as you can see, we're going to be copying and pasting. So I go to my GitHub and I'm going to pick this pizza reports that I did. So I'm going to say this is what my first headline. No, let me not pick that. Because of the spaces in between. Okay, I can move the spaces. Pizza sales report. I copy that. I go to VS Code and I remove this. I delete it off. Then I paste. This is a pizza reports, pizza sales report. I remove the GitHub impose spaces. Do I want the BR? No. So I removed BR, the sentence break, and I control S that. I go back to see how that looks like. I refresh it. As you can see, pizza sales reports. So next, we're going to look for these words in your VS Code. So this is it. So this is like your intro into the report. So I'm going to, as you can see, it's in page break. So I delete the first. So I go to my GitHub. So this is my introduction. The first one I'll say for a company experience, growth in its weakness, and I'll pick this first, copy, go to my VS Code. I delete this off. Then I paste that. Then that is my page break. Then I go to next. Sorry, let me close this. I think it's distracting. Then next I go to the next line. This is the next line. After the sentence break, I delete it. Then I go back to, I thought it's just copy and paste, right? So I go back here, then I copy the next line. I go copy, then VS Code, I control V it, then I put my dots, that's my full stop. Then I look for the next line. This is the next line. Let me just confirm that's the next line. Yes, there's a page break there. There's a sentence break there. So this is my next line. I delete this words that I don't know which language is from. Then I go back to here and I just copy here. Oh, come on. So these are just the questions. So I don't need here because if I put in here, I need to bring in this. So I don't need that area any longer. So I'm going to delete the next page break. I don't need to break. That is the end. So I remove this. I delete it off. Then I control assets. Then I go to my preview and I refresh it. As you can see, if you don't like how it comes out or how it's looking, you can add a PR, like a page break, and let it continue. So I think I'm going to leave it this way so that we'll go faster. So next is we have an image here. So we go back to VS Code, and so this is the image. So our image, we're going to bring in the pizza picture, this one. So for the image, just look at it. This is .jpeg and my image is .png. So please take note of the picture extension. So I remove this. Oh, sorry. So you remove it up to the pics. You leave the image because it's getting picture from the image folder. So you remove it up to where you have the slash, and I put in pizza. Should be popping up here. Pizza.png. You put okay. Then here I would advise you. Oh, we didn't do something. This href. Please put in the link. If this report is from Medium, you put in your Medium link. You put in your Medium. For me, I'm going to put in my GitHub link here and here, so that whenever they click on the title of the report or the title of the project that they want to look at, it will take them. It will not just be blank words. It will not just be blank words, but it will be a link leading to the main project. So here and here, I'm going to put in my pizza link from GitHub. So let's quickly get into GitHub. or GitHub. So let's quickly get into GitHub. So this is my pizza. This is the one that talks about the pizza report. So I just copy it. Then I go to where I have my href. So you remove it, you paste it there, you remove this. The hash are just default. So you remove it and paste it there. So you save that and let's see how that comes. Control S and let's Control S it. As you can see, this is you've put in your first stuff. Your report is no longer your words, your pizza sales report is not just words, they are links. So let's open and see. Open in tab. So when they open it, they see it, they see your project, they come to read about it and everything. And next, your picture is not just picture, it's a link. Open tab, it links them to your projects. As you can see, they can now anyone viewing your portfolio can read the full project. So next we see full story. So you go to VS Code and look for full story. So this is the full story. For full story, we're going to be, I think I wrote full project. Let's see what I did there. For mine, instead of the full story, I said view projects. So it changed the full story to view projects. For full story, view projects. So view projects, as usual, your view projects, you should put in the link of your project. So it's just the way that whatever they click on that particular project, whatever they click on concerning that project, whether it's the picture or the title or the view project, it will take them to the main project and they will see all the analysis or all your reports concerning that project. Please remember to always save before you go to the preview. If you go to the preview without saving, you're not going to see your changes and it might make you start fidgeting. So as you can see, view projects and reports, my projects, my GitHub. So for the next one, so we are done with this one. So we are done with this projects. So the next is to put other projects. So as you can see, this one is, they just look for where they are white. That is all you need to do. For this next one, I'm just going to fast forward it quickly so that there's no time. I know I've taken a lot of time, but I will still do this as a live, maybe coming up soon, and we'll do it together. But let me quickly do this very fast. So this is our second one. So now, as you can see, when you click on the title, it takes you to the project. When you click on the picture, it takes you to the project. When you click on view project, it takes you to the project. So as you can see, they all take you to the project. So that's it. So that's it for the project. Before we go further, I'm sure you're asking what is going to happen, what is happening with these other ones. So for these ones, we'll delete them off because we don't currently need them. So let me just delete them off. So please be careful you're deleting. Like I said, we're going to start from this one, premise, April 22nd to we're going to end at April 7th, everything there. So let's go to the VS Code quickly. So this is April. So we start from article. So we're deleting article to article. So this article, we're going to end in an April 7th article. Is April 14, April 11. Yeah, this is where we are, April 7th. So this is article. So we're deleting article to article. So let's delete them off and let's Control S that, Hopefully we are still in business. So let's refresh. Yes, we are. So now we have this project and this project. So now you want to ask, okay, if I have more projects in the future, what do I do? So all you have to do is to just copy this the codes here and put in here. Let me show you what to do. So you start from article to article. So you copy this article to this article. You control C it, that's copy. Then you come below, then you paste it. Then control S, refresh this. So as you can see, so the more projects you have, you just copy the previous code and just paste it. So there's no need to worry. So next we're going to remove all this. We don't need that. Or you don't need it now. You can just leave page one, So let's go back to the VS Code and let's see where that is. As you can see, this is where it is. So we're going to remove from, let's leave page one. Let's remove from here down, delete, and Control S. Then you go back and you refresh. So you have just page one. So if you have more projects in future, it's just for you to copy. You just go to your VS Code, you copy this line, Control C, that is copy. You come below, you paste it, and you put 2 here. Control S, then you refresh. So it gives you the next page. So let me leave that. Let's continue quickly. So next is, let's see which one comes first. So next is the address, the phone number. So you go to your VS Code, the name, you can leave this area. You can leave this area or you can remove it. So let's go to the address first. Okay, you can just put maybe links to your how they want to reach you. You can just put in link to your, should I say, your LinkedIn. So where you have this hash and all those things, you can just put in links or your email address so that whenever they fill an email here, they can easily reach you. So but I didn't do that since it's just a portfolio that I attached to my CV. So my CV already had this, so I didn't want it to, because I shared this portfolio around, so I was careful here. So I didn't put in anything, but it's reflecting on my portfolio. But when you put in the names and all those things, it doesn't go anywhere. So you can decide to put your email or your phone number or stuff like that. And here, or you can come here and put in your address if you want to. If you want to. Did I put in my address? Let's see. These days you have to be double careful. Okay, so here I just put in my, okay, I'm staying in Northampton. I just put in anywhere. So it shows that I'm staying. You can just put the closest town to where you're staying. So you can be staying in London. You can put you're staying in, surrounding it. You just put the surrounding town just to be on the safe side. So I just put a surrounding town here. That's I'm staying in Northampton, and this is the email address. This is my LinkedIn. This is my GitHub and all that. So this covers for this. I didn't want to remove here because it was looking blank, and so I just left it. So if they send a message, it will go. So let's say this send message. So you can tell it to send a message or don't send a message, the action that you want and all that. You can put in your email, your address here. So what's your address? You can put in the neighboring town, like I said. So you can put London, United Kingdom. So I won't spell that in full so that it doesn't waste time. London, UK. So what's your phone number? We'll leave it as it is. Some people have emails. So your email address, what's your email address? Where do you want them to send the email to? You can put in there. So you can change this to learn with UD. Let me just put UD so that it doesn't. You can put it with learnwithud.com as you wish. So we'll save that and see how that comes out. I'm just trying to rush. So you refresh it. As you can see, London, UK, your phone number. Then here, your socials. So you can change it. Like I said, I'm not really a social media person. So I think the only thing I'm active on is LinkedIn. And in LinkedIn, I'm still struggling. So this is LinkedIn. This is Twitter, which is now X. This is Facebook. So if you have all these links, you can put them there. So for that, you put your links on the where you have hash sign. So for me, I'll just put in GitHub for now. Okay, GitHub is already here. So let's put LinkedIn. Um, let's just put in the LinkedIn logo at least, just to make me happy that LinkedIn, we're still LinkedIn fan. So this is the LinkedIn. So if you have the links, you put the links in the hash sign. So for this LinkedIn, I'm going to put a GitHub or something. Oh, Control Z. So for the LinkedIn, let's look for what to put in there. I'm just putting this one. You can put in any link. It does what you say. So we save that. Control S. Please remember to save and preview. So as you can see, this is LinkedIn and this is all. So for this one, you can leave it. What did I do? I think I left mine. Okay. Oh, sorry. I think I left mine. So I said for the love of data. So you can decide to change it for the love of data. So you go down. This is it here. Let's be sure. This is just the copyright stuff. HTML up, 5 up. So this is for the love of, you can remove the link and just put in for the love of data or data. So you can remove the link so that it doesn't link. You can even still put your Medium link there. Depends. So let me just delete that off. Control assets and save it. You can see data. Or let's remove it and just use the untitled. So let's remove A to A. Or we can remove L, Lee to Lee. Let's remove Lee to Lee. Let's put in our data here. I don't want data one. Don't give me data one. Control S. There we go. Uh-oh. What did I do? It's Control Z, it's Control Z, then Control S it. So now we have our data. So now we are good now. Our preview is good. We're fine with it. And next we want to go, and there's one more thing to do. So all these pictures, the default pictures that are in here, well, we want to remove them so that by the time we push them, they don't follow the project into GitHub. It will just be there sitting down doing nothing. So we're going to delete them. To delete all these pictures that we don't need or that were default, you go to the folder. You can decide to leave it, but I do remove mine to just make everywhere to be clean, you know. So just delete that and delete that. So save it. Then we'll save it. So that is it. So you notice that there is no we don't have any image up here because the default is there is no image. And as you can see mine, I managed, I found a way to put image. So I put in image here. So you can see here I said, hello, my name is, that's my name. So that is where the UD is coming from. So as you can see, you can say, hello, my name is this, or you can just go straight to put your name. I was just trying to be, friendly and stuff like that. So I managed to put in image here. So let me show you just a little code that ChatGPT gave to me. And I'm going to share it with you, which is here. So let's go back to our code. So it's top. So for the code, let's bring a notepad. I just want to show you where to impute it so that you don't get confused. So this is a title, image source. So we're going to put it on top of the title. No, we're going to put it here. So we're going to put it in the intro. So this is div intro. So you put the image on top before the name, before the hello. So I'm just going to copy here to here, copy, and put it on top of here under the intro. So this is the image. It shows LinkedIn. You can see I don't have the image. I'm going to put in the image in the folder. Let's put in the image in the folder. UD. I'm just Ctrl Z it. Images paste, Control V. Then we go to the image. Where are you? Where are you? So this is the image. Is it in JPEG? Yes. Not that JPEG. Short form JPEG. So just put in UD. Then learn. So if this image does not come up, it should bring up my name. So if this image eventually doesn't load or something, it should bring up learn with UD. So let's see. I want to do something before I put in the ratio. So let's Control S that and refresh that without the ratio. As you can see, it's very big. So now we have to put the ratio in so that it's going to be small and look nice. So that is why I had to save that. So when you save that without putting the ratio, it's not going to come out nice. So this is the ratio. So after this, let me show you. So this below here is the ratio. So you have div, which is here. So you put in flow from this style to this style. You copy it style to style. So I'm going to put in this first line and this last one. So you copy style to style and you copy and you go behind and below this div or with this div here. Then tap enter and you paste it. Once you paste it, you Control S it and you refresh it. When you refresh it, as you can see, this comes up very nice, right? Yay! Okay, now we are done with that. So we don't have any business with, hopefully, I think so. We don't have any business with VS Code again. So now let's go to GitHub to progress further. I think I've spoken too much. So now let's go to GitHub to progress further. So on the GitHub, we let's get our GitHub ready so that we can push via Git Bash. So what you want to do, you want to you want to create a new repository to launch this. So to create a new repository, you go to repository, like as if you want to create a new project. Repository new. So on the name, you put in learn with UD. So let it match up that folder, that our template folder. You can, let it match up with it so that you don't have any error. You know how code is. You don't have any error, anything. So you go with learn with UD. Make sure it's in public. You want your code to be accessible. There's no need to add a README file. So you just create repository. So now that we've created the repository, this is all that you need in GitHub. That's all. So this command line is just to show you what to do on Git Bash on how to push. You can see or push how to push your repository into is how to push via Git Bash, how to launch it. So you can follow this step or also share the step. Just follow me as we're going. First, we want to do Git init. Let's launch our Git Bash first. Let's launch our Git Bash first and get access to that folder. Then we'll start run as admin. Yes. So this is our Git Bash. So to get access to that folder, so you put in cd. Please be careful with this. Any little thing is very sensitive here. CD, not to scare you, it's very easy because it's the first time here. So CD download, want to get access to our CD download. You tap enter. So now, as you can see, we're in download. So next, we want to get access to that folder. So CD download, we're going to put CD learn with UD. So CD download, CD learn with UD, and I think / yes, enter. So we're now in that folder. So at the end of every command, you put the /. So next, we're going to be following all these things. Git init. So we're going to put git init. So or git, that is initialize. Git initialize. That is what it means. So it has initialized that. So next we're going to put git add, git add. So please, you put your dots, your full stop, space it, because the first time I did it, I made mistake. I put the full stop without spacing it. So when you put git add, you get that. So next is git command. You can see here, is it command? No, git commit. So we're going to put git commit, git commit. Why I put them side by side so that as you can see, you can be saying it. Git commit space -m, then you So that is going to be my portfolio. Then you close it. Okay, let's confirm git commit space dash my portfolio. Okay, you put that auto identity unknown. So to resolve if you're having the same issue I'm having, so what I just did was it's actually clashing. It was clashing with my main portfolio email address. So I needed to impute the training email address or tutorial email address. So this is what I did. I did config global user email. I imputed the training, the tutorial, my Learn with You email address. Then I just put the new name. Then you commit. I just put in first commit and all that. So you can decide to put my portfolio here. So I just use, you can put anything you want here. So git commit, it has committed, and then we move forward. So the next is remote origin. So the next is to git remote add origin, just like git remote add origin. So I just copy everything here and paste it. So let me just copy it first before, or let me just put it git remote git remote add origin. So because this is the first time on this repository, so that is why I have to put the git remote add origin. So you just copy everything here, you can see copy, then you go to your git bash and you paste, as you can see, then you tap enter. So hi, I had an issue with the names. I think my names were clashing. So the name of my GitHub is Learn with TJ, and the name of my repository was or is or was was Learn with TJ. I don't know why I had that clash or that issue, but so I quickly created a new repository and I called it test, and so I decided to push it again and it worked. So remember, it's just 5 steps. So first you initialize, git initialize, then you git add, then you git commit, then this is the fourth step, and git remote add origin. So you add your origin. Origin is your link, and then you push it. So git push master. So once you push it, you're done with your git bash, and that's all. So on that repository. So this, I'm now on test, I'm no more on Learn with UD. So you go to on that repository, then you go to settings. On settings, you go to pages. Under code and automation, go to pages. So on the pages, so I did this just like few minutes ago. I didn't even notice. So I just did this just now. So go to pages and you deploy from branch. So your build and deployment, your source is from deploy from branch, not action, deploy from branch. Then your branch is master. So you check. So my branch here is master also. So this is my branch. My branch here is master. So that's why that place is master. So you go back to pages. So that place is master. Now, if you don't have your life, I'm sorry. So if you don't have your site, if you don't have this box here, so what I did was you go to here. So you go here and you pick none. Instead of master, just pick none. You're trying to toggle the system to refresh. So you go here, you pick none and you save. So once that saves, you go back and you pick master and you save. So that will toggle, that will refresh the page forcefully. So now our site is live, and let's click on it and let's see our portfolio website. As you can see, you remember our title, right? Learn with UD portfolio. So now we are up. Oh, beautiful. So this is our site now. When you click on projects, it takes you, so your own, remember your own might be can be Medium and whatnot. So please like, share, and subscribe. I might still do a live with this so that people that have I can help more people. So hope this was helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe. I hope it wasn't too long for you. I tried to break it down. Just subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. Bye.